Well, hello, it's your old mate Dave Spencer, back with you once more. And this morning we're at Pontefract bus station in Yorkshire, and it's the middle of January 2020 as per usual. Who knows what's out there, but as we always say, we shall see what we shall see. And without further ado, let's get on with it. Light cloud, I don't think it's going to rain. For the middle of January, not bad, is it? Let's go around the other side of the camera. Well, just in case if you've already forgotten where you were, a little reminder. In other words, there's not a lot happening. Well, it's okay for me, you can take as long as you want coming out. There's not much else going on other than cars pulling up. Well, one coming up the road and one coming out. Decisions. This is the one with not too much ID to it. Oh, another independent in our tally for the day. Well, everything looking a bit mucky today. I think it's what you could call mucky weather. I want to see my little white IQ. It's like a black one. Nice wave from the Riva driver. Just casting my eye down the road lest there's something creeps up from behind. Well, better not go out in front of the dust cart. He's got away eventually. Squeezing what I can out of every shot, while allowing for a 5-minute jog back to the car park. It's just up the hill and sort of turn left and keep going down the hill. I've got about an hour and a half before I have to go and move the car, so I'm sure we should have got a reasonable amount by that time. And a nice big wave from another friendly lady driver. I've done well today, everybody was very friendly in Wakefield. Now we had new buses in Wakefield. I don't think that's going to be repeated in Pontefract. I was surprised to see them there. Well, don't panic, the day's not over yet. And as they say, it's not over till the fat lady's sung, and the fat lady or me haven't sung yet. But we're off. We're leaving Pontefract and making our way to Castleford. Should be a bit more bus activity there, and hopefully the clear blue sky that's forming above us will turn to light cloud, which is what it should be. In fact, actually, if anything, it was supposed to be darkening as the afternoon went on. And I know I'll probably end up eating my words, we'll probably get rain. Anyway, see you in a tick when we get to Castleford. Well, excuse me for squinting as I'm looking straight into the camera, but as you can see, we've moved on and we've now arrived in Castleton. Unfortunately, the light cloud has turned into full sunshine, but there's quite a lot of cloud on the horizon, so fingers crossed and the light cloud will take over, and then we'll be able to get some shots. But at the moment the sun's not very well placed for the bus station, and neither is it for vehicles going through the town centre. So fingers and toes crossed that the weather comes round more to our liking. It's still quite challenging with the exposure of the blue sky. But above me and behind me, the clouds are gathering, and that's what we want. It takes about half an hour to get a bus around the junction. Oh, white out. Hazard in these sort of places is the music. With the boom booms. the sun seems to have sort of stalled. It's not quite made its way over the town centre. It's certainly taken the edge off the sun, but progress is now very slow, and I'm mindful that my progress is somewhat slow as well, and whether I'm actually going to get my programme is another thing. Doing my best. Certainly doesn't lack with time spent trying to get around the junction. It's just a bit too much light on the back of the buses at that spot. Oh, that Roman Kemp again. Who the hell's Roman Kemp? I thought it was a sort of down market version of Terry Wogan, but he seems to crop up all over the place.